This is Bugha, one of the most recognizable and talented Fortnite players of all time. But things did not start this way, so this is the entire story of Bugha. Kyle Giersdorf, more known as Bugha, was born on December 30th, 2002 in Pennsylvania. Growing up, he was an ordinary kid who hung out with friends, played sports, and went to school. However, something quite different from most people's childhoods was that his dad was a gamer. This would lead to Bugha playing video games including Mario Kart, Bloons Tower Defense, and Call of Duty. Eventually, Bugha would be introduced to Fortnite by his dad as he played Save the World, but this was just the beginning. On September 26, 2017, Fortnite released the Battle Royale version of Fortnite. Bugha immediately became obsessed with the game. Bugha would grind with his friends every day and he would quickly realize he was much better than his friends. So he began to stream on Twitch and upload on YouTube, but he didn't receive much recognition. This would change when Bugha killed TSM Hanlons on stream, resulting in a boost in viewership. During this time, scrims did not exist, so pro players would Q-snipe each other in order to get the best practice. Bugha would grind these daily to become the best. This made him very well known in the pro scene, but there was an issue. The age requirement to compete in Fortnite tournaments during this time was 16. In February of 2019, Epic Games decreased the age requirement to 13. This would change Bugha's life. In March 2019, Bugha would make his first earnings, placing 64th, earning $100. And just one day later, an organization, Sentinels, decided to sign Bugha, and he was now gaining a salary at just the age of 16, which is quite impressive. But Bugha had a passion to become the best, and he wanted to show that to everyone. Luckily for Bugha, there was a huge Fortnite tournament just around the corner where he could do just that. The Fortnite World Cup was announced on February 22nd of 2019. This event is the biggest in esports history. 10 weeks of qualifier rounds with the $10 million prize pool. And on top of that, a giant LAN tournament in New York City with an additional $30 million prize pool, which is a massive opportunity for anyone, let alone a 16-year-old kid. Bugha knew this was his chance to put his name on the map. Bugha would decide to do a fellow org member Kuros, placing second in the World Cup warm-up, earning $1,750 each, which was a huge confidence boost going into the World Cup. With the first week of the World Cup qualifiers being solos, Bugha knew it was time to prove himself, and he did just that. Bugha would win the first qualifier, which meant Bugha was going straight to the World Cup in New York City, no matter what happened in the rest of this competition. And on top of that, Bugha earned $5,000 in addition to the $50,000 guaranteed he would get from attending the World Cup. But Bugha would slow down a bit, placing 17th, 19th, 60th, and 25th in the rest of the solo World Cup qualifiers. Unfortunately, Bugha was not able to qualify for the duo World Cup, with Kuros just missing the cut with the 6th place finish. But he was still more motivated than ever to grind for the World Cup solos. Going into New York, Bugha was by no means a favorite to win. Most people believed that players with more experience would win, like Tfue or Bizzle, but this wasn't the case. Bugha would lock in and shock the world.
Bugha can soar up into the sky. Go for it! Here it is! Shockwave died! Shots coming in! No elimination yet for the first game victory royale! One build left. The final moments of Fortnite World Cup! Oh my gosh! Bow down! Bow down to Bugha! Your Fortnite World Champion! Bugha!
With a dominating performance, Bugha won the entire World Cup with almost double the points of second place, earning $3 million at just 16 years old. This would change Bugha's life. Bugha would even be featured on talk shows with Jimmy Fallon, nearly every news channel, and even an NFL Super Bowl commercial. As a result, Bugha's social media platforms would skyrocket as a result of his dominant performance. He would go from around 20,000 subscribers on YouTube to over 1 million overnight. While this was all great, Bugha wanted to continue to prove himself as the best Fortnite player in the entire world. Epic Games would announce the Fortnite Championship Series, better known as FNCS. The game mode was trios, and Bugha decided to team up with Clarity G and Stretch, who were very well known at this point. They began to dominate tournaments and easily qualified to the grand finals, but unfortunately, they finished at a disappointing 26th place. Of course, some hate came along with this placement as he was the World Cup winner, but this was just the beginning. Bugha would be invited to compete in the Friday Fortnite competition. These were 2v2 kill races featuring some of the best players and creators, and it was a chance to prove yourself as one of the best. And Bugha would team up with Clicks, where they ended up winning the entire tournament, earning $10,000 each. After this tournament, Bugha was averaging around 2,000 viewers. While the success from streaming and content was amazing, his true passion was competing. Going into Chapter 2, Bugha had an all-time high confidence. However, things wouldn't go as planned. Bugha would have another disappointing season, finishing 21st, but this did not stop him. In Chapter 2, Season 2, the game mode would change to duos, where Bugha decided to duo with Stretch. They finished in 5th place, earning $12,500 each. Next was the solo FNCS Invitational, the first major solo tournament since the World Cup. With a lot of pressure on the line, Bugha would finish in a disappointing 40th place. This was not the result Bugha or his fans were hoping for. However, Bugha was given a chance to redeem himself with the announcement of the solo FNCS in Chapter 2 Season 3. And he did just that. Bugha would place 4th, earning $25,000. While for most professional players this would prove the haters wrong, it simply wasn't enough as he was the World Cup winner. People immediately began to call Bugha out for not being a team player. People even said that Bugha had a lucky performance at the World Cup. But Bugha continued to grind as he knew he needed to prove everyone wrong. Going into Chapter 2 Season 4, Bugha would pick up Avery, who already had an FNCS win under his belt, and Jamper, who was known as one of the best during this time. They began to dominate the qualifiers and win their heat, securing their spot in Grand Finals. They finished just short of winning, getting a 3rd place finish, earning $15,000 each. However, people once again began to throw shade toward Bugha. This is because Bugha had the best drop spot uncontested, Stark Industries. People believed that Bugha should have easily won due to his drop spot. Regardless of the hate, Bugha would look forward to Chapter 2 Season 5. Bugha decided to split with his previous trio, picking up the one and only Clicks and Bizzle. But just before the FNCS, Bugha signed a deal with 5 and Below to release a new line of products including keyboards, mouses, and more. But anyways, Bugha and his trio would place a respectable 5th place, earning $18,000 each. Going into Chapter 2 Season 6, Bugha decided to stick with this trio, but things did not go as planned. They were not able to qualify for Grand Finals, and this was the only time Bugha was not able to qualify for an FNCS Grand Finals. Just before the next season of FNCS, there was the Solo All-Star Showdown. With Bugha's notable achievements in solos, fans had high expectations. Bugha would place 21st, which was quite disappointing. Bugha would then go on to pick up his former teammate Avery and pick up Nosh, who was known as a great mechanical fragger. They would finish in 8th place in the Grand Finals, earning $8,000 each. But on July 21st of 2019, Epic Games would announce the game mode Bugha's Late Game with his very own icon skin. Unfortunately, the game mode would not last very long due to a ton of different bugs and glitches. Regardless, this was still an incredible achievement. Going into Chapter 2 Season 8 is when things would change. Bugha would pick up Miro, who already had 2 FNCS wins under his belt, and Muzz, a 2-time FNCS winner from OCE, who had just moved to NA. Muzz showed promising potential, so Bugha and Miro decided to give him a chance. In the first qualifier, they placed 5th, securing their spot into the Grand Finals. The trio had barely played together, so people weren't expecting what was about to happen.
What is it? Yeah. 100? It's a trio on the fight height.
No, not height. No, that's another. Wait, I have a box.
Yeah, with you? No. On your wall, fight it.
Oh, nice. No, it's okay.
Back up. 100? Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, you, Mero. Top three, baby. Get that kill. Oh, good try.
Bugha, Miro, and Muzz were able to win the Grand Finals, earning $45,000 each. This was Bugha's first ever FNCS win, so this was a massive achievement. But Epic Games would announce the FNCS Grand Royale with an even larger prize pool than the previous FNCS. This led to Bugha dropping Muzz to pick up Dukes. This led to a ton of drama, but regardless, the team was looking very strong going into the tournament. They were able to prove everyone wrong. Bugha was able to win another FNCS, earning $95,000 each. Bugha proved to everyone that he was not just a solo player. But going into Chapter 3, the game mode would change to duos, leading to Bugha sticking with Miro. In the cash cups leading up to the FNCS, Bugha and Miro would place 1st and 6th, showing that their trio chemistry would transfer into duos. Bugha and Miro were able to qualify for the Grand Finals in just the first open qualifier, but people believed that it wasn't possible that they could win 3 FNCSs in a row. But they did just that. They won the Grand Finals yet again, earning $65,000 each, which was the first time a team won 3 FNCSs in a row on NA East. Going into Chapter 3 Season 2, Bugha and Miro would place 3rd, breaking their winning streak, but was still very impressive. They would then go on to finish just short of winning, placing 2nd, earning $50,000 each. Now it was time for the FNCS Invitational in Raleigh, North Carolina. This would be Bugha's first major LAN tournament since the World Cup. With a lot on the line, Bugha and Miro would finish at a disappointing 36th place, marking the end of this dynasty. In Chapter 4 Season 1, Bugha decided to team up with the one and only Peterbot. They qualified for the Grand Finals easily, but they did not perform perform too well in the finals, finishing in 16th place. Due to their disappointing finish, they would split up. This led to Bugha picking up threats for Chapter 4 Season 2. They would place 5th and 2nd in the following season's grand finals, earning a total of $67,500 each. But anyways, this secured their ticket into the Global Championship in Denmark, but Bugha would underperform. They would finish in 23rd place. Going into Chapter 5 Season 1, Bugha would pick up Aviv. But just before the FNCS, Bugha would sign with Team Dignitas, teaming up with some of the largest Fortnite professionals, including Kanata, Acorn, and Cooper. Bugha and Aviv qualified for the grand finals easily, and they did not disappoint. They finished just short of winning, placing 3rd, earning $35,000 each. Despite their 3rd place finish, Bugha decided to drop Aviv for Agers, but this choice would not go as planned. They would finish in 13th place in the grand finals, which wasn't the result they were looking for. Going into the current season, Bugha decided to pick Aviv back up. They would end up placing a respectable 7th, securing their ticket into the Global Championship in Fort Worth, Texas in September. But anyways, thanks for watching and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in the next one.